No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the Bulls ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got his man on the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese. They can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6.
Ready. 129. Jet. Ready, go.
Back to pass. Back open in the middle. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
And how about this running back, man? Coming into the game, we knew he would be a focal point of this offense, but through the air, like not on the ground right now. They're finding ways to get him the football out in space to do some damage, and right now, it's all through the air.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Wide 53, wide jet. 1852 soldier, 1852 soldier. Where did he go?
Wants to go right back downfield. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Just a gain of 2, and now they're looking at 3rd and 8.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do, and when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Right back to it. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They punted away on 4th down. Let's see what he can do with it. Slips through the line. And there he goes. Touchdown, Bulls. Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football, you come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely...
Oh, trickery! He'll try to run it in. An abject disaster on this fake. They came closer to giving up a 2 than getting the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Hold and fire complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, they'll go to the air. Complete. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Wants to throw it again, and why not? And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
After the big first down sack, it's second down. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. They'll run it from the gun. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
They boot it away on fourth down. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. There he goes. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll ride the hot hand. Oh, what a move. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Bulls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback will keep it. Nice move there. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
The Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. The throw. Fires to the big fella. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
And that last completion left him with 2nd and 1, and this is a fun moment for an offensive coordinator. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And it's just nice, man, to have a big tight end that can work the middle of the field. Like, I can throw it over linebackers' heads, and he's big enough to really be a target before it gets to the safeties. And they run these post patterns, man, and when you throw them on time, they're extremely hard to stop.
They'll go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Swings it out to the flat. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Here comes the option. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Just drives it between the uprights. They're now up 9-0.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He'll start this drive firing. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
It'll be 3rd and long.
Here we go. Ready? Ready, go.
He's looking to pass. They've got the screen set up. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won 3rd down and forced him on 4th down.
And here comes the punt team.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Here's the punt, and whether it goes 3 yards or 93 yards, just don't let that return guy get it again. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Caught by the receiver. Gain of 20. 1st down for the offense.
And the Bulls come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. On target. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Takes the easy one to the back. At the 20, he's got space. All the way. Touchdown Bulls. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Number 90 set to kick this one away.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, and a lot of offenses, when they get their free safety matched up man-to-man, they're going to take shots because they believe their guy can win. Really nice man-to-man coverage and a nice job making a play on the ball at the end that results in an incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. It's complete. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part, probably the hardest too, getting him on the ground.
He'll do it himself on the draw. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. It's complete on the right side. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open. Who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds his man. They bring him down after a gain of 7. It'll be enough for the 1st down, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. The Bulls use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Fires to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking for the goal line. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Going for 6. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And this linebacker is all over the field in run support. When they throw the football, though, man, does he have great vision, and he breaks on the football. Look at him using the hands. He had 2 a week ago, throwing another today. That's a season for a linebacker most of the time. Great 2-game stretch for this LB.
Zings it complete to the right. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And, man, guys, we talked about this guy coming into the game, right? He's good, and he can catch the football. He can make plays. That's his first target on the day. And I think the defense is just as surprised as we are, but the offense definitely got to get this guy more involved.
Under fire. Makes the grab on the left. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the 2nd level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
On target. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. The Bulls are in the hurry-up.
When offenses get 1st downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. He's got it inside the 15. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. loose. Touchdown, Bulls.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all.
Number 90, set to advance on the football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. He'll try to pop the draw. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Looking downfield, and time is running short. He'll try to do it himself. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Keeps it and gets past the chains. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. Let's begin with a look at Wake Forest in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Demon Deacons with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course, so how they handle things from here will define this program.
The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd.
Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Powers through the defender. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man covered.
And the ball is free on the pitch. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
He'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. Buys a little extra time. He's got him. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Why do they call it a curl route? You see the wide receiver, he stems to the top of his break, and when he breaks, he curls back towards the football, finds the little hole in the zone. Great throw by the quarterback to hit him.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And we talked about this at half, man. They've got to start to pressure the quarterback more. This offense had a lot of success. You got to make this guy feel uncomfortable. And the first drive, out of the half, they do exactly that.
And the Bulls will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Pocket breaking down. They get to him as he throws. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. He's loose. He's at the 40, the 20, the 10. Finds the finish line for the touchdown. And they'll try to tack on 2.
Ready. 1, set. Ready, go.
Looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Oh, and that's tough, man. It was drawn up right. It was a good throw. It was right in his hands. You just want your playmaker to make that play and get to the 2-point conversion.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Quickly to the tight end. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
Ready. Ready, team. Tip. Go.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you.
Oh, they're trying to trick him. It's a fake. He lets it fly. And the pass is incomplete. They thought they had the fake all dialed up, and it did not work. They managed to get the throw off, but couldn't get the completion. You always wonder, why not just leave the offense out there and run a pass play? Here comes the offense onto the field again. They want to run it left here. Maybe some room here. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Hand off from the shotgun. Makes it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He wants to change this route. He leaves it with his back. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt, first half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And he tacked on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Handoff from the gun. Got room at the 35. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Bulls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The give out of the gun. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Incomplete as the screen goes right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Gets it away. It's a laser and maybe no chance for a return. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Quarterback making checks. They'll run the counter. Turning it on. He's at the 20. Touchdown.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Got enough for the first. At the 45 on his way. It's a seam wide. Into the house. Touchdown, Bulls. The Bulls deliver an answer. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board.
Number 90, set to kick it off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. That's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. Man, that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first. Finding some room. To the house. Touchdown, Bulls! With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Motion from the wide receiver.
Ready, go!
Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got a wide open receiver. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit and are still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Fakes to grab. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. This dude is putting up numbers. He just cracked the 150 mark in receiving yards.
Man, he's a weapon, Reese. He runs routes. He's fast.
Oh, he's got some space. He smashes his way through again. And he's in for the touchdown. That's his 3rd score of the game, and he's up to double figures with 10 on the season.
Man, how nice is it to be down and you need to score points when you can just hand it to your running back and he can make big plays like that? Jesse, they're going to need more of those to get back in the football game. They've dug themselves a little bit whole, but that was a good start.
Yeah, I think the defense probably kicking themselves too. I don't know if in this 2-minute type situation if they're expecting them to run the football, but somehow, some way, you've got to be able to gang tackle this guy and not let him take it to the house from that distance and score points. Moving forward now, the run defense has got to shore up for this defense.
The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
Tight end now in motion. Give to the running back. There's some room. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the 4th quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
Shakes off the defender.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Breaks the tackle. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
Steps away. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
This quarterback, man, is scary fast. I think sometimes he's too fast. I think on a play like that, sometimes when you're on the run, you just want to sort of settle yourself a little bit, get your feet under you so you can make a more accurate throw.
The play action fake. Got out of trouble and throws. Pulls it in. It's Rossi. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll move the tight end. Rides to the back. And we've been waiting to see the spin move, and so too had the defense. They were ready for it.
And talking to coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Fires complete on the crosser.
And with the lead late in this game, how about going play action? The run fake just freezes the defenders for a split second, helps make the throw a whole lot easier. They get the first down and tick, 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 tick.
And the Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. What a grab with one hand.
Man, what great concentration by the big fella. And you see he pulls it in. What a spectacular one-handed grab.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. He's looking to throw. Rushes on him. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. The Bulls use their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Makes the grab, it's Cobb. And he's got enough for the first down, it'll be at the 35. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. To the air on first down. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down.
You know, outbreaking routes can make some play callers nervous, but not this guy. When you have a quarterback that throws it on time and puts it out in front of his receiver like that, as a coordinator and play caller, you can call that route all day.
Fires quickly. Across the 45. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Right on the money. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. That last connection just a hair short of the first down, but it opens an array of opportunities on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Got the quick pass. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. Well, these guys have gotten off to a great start, getting out of the gate 3-0. Jesse, do we have a contender on our hands?
I know it's early, Reese, but this looks like a team right now that could be in that college football playoff discussion come year's end. They've got the playmakers. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. They've overcome some tests early, David. I know it's a long season, but they at least look like they're for real.
They definitely look the part. They look like they're for real. But you know what happens throughout a season. You lose momentum and injury happens. So they're definitely one of those teams we're going to continue to talk about. But it's still early. It's week 3.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Basically, a month into the season, here in week 4, and teams are starting to reach a critical portion of the schedule. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bulls offense will go on the attack first. And this is the guy they are going to feed the rock in this one. Churned out more than 150 yards and found pay dirt a couple of times in their victory last game. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this week.
Breaks into the open. The 40. Past the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bulls.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So BYU's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here comes Bear Bachmeier. Passed for more than 350 yards and 3 touchdowns in his last game. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. He'll set up to throw. Get it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Nestles it in at the 35. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Bulls! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Bachmeier. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Rossi. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Fires to the big fella. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Finds his man. It's Rossi. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Bulls getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
And you've already seen this QB, man. He's willing to spread the ball around and take what the defense gives him and not force it to his go-to guy. But it's not a surprise. When you get it to him, good things happen. He can chew up chunks of yards and make those big plays.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Motion from the wideout. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown Bulls. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Here's the pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Quick release by the QB. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Working that left side. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one. And the Bulls, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line.
Ready, go!
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4, they'll mark it at the 19. Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Hauls it in. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. He might want another play. Might have a chance. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The Bulls want to pick up the tempo. And he breaks the play. Touchdown Bulls. That is his third score of the game, and now 14 on the season. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Here's the heat. And he never had a chance.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking for a man. It's Buckmeyer. Firing deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Can they catch him? Touchdown Bulls! Stealing a score on special teams.
And every year there's exciting new freshmen to look at and talk about and pump up. And this guy got a lot of that pump, and you see why. The dynamic play on special teams. You can see the speed, you can see the wheels, and you know the reason the fans were jacked up when they signed this guy this year.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and look for room. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the Bulls sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going to take a shot. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm. And finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Gets away. Trying to make magic with his feet.
And on 3rd down, he calls his own number. Really nice job by the quarterback, making the decision, being decisive. He does a good job going, getting the 1st down, a new set of downs for this offense.
And the Bulls are marching down the field. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
And he could not get loose on the run.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Complete to the right. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the 1st half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break.
And I tell you what, when you get inside the 3, I think your tendency is to run the football, run the football, run the football. The offense, try to change it up a little bit, maybe try to throw it. I don't like it, and obviously it didn't work, but at least you got a few more downs here to try to make up for it.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
Looking for the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Bulls.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Bachmeier. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Martin.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Wants to fire on second down. Here comes the heat. Makes the catch. And BYU will get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Timeout taken by BYU at second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Gets rid of it. Caught on the outside, it's Bachmeier. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the outside. The Wolves use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
You know, swing passes to the running back oftentimes are like an extension of the running game. That's like a sweep, but give the defense a ton of credit. The speed to be able to pursue and get to the football is why they've now set up fourth down.
And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Here on the Bulls sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Got room to work. Oh, he got loose. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a short pass to the tight end. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they'll send out the field goal unit. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. They make the tackle right there as the special teams unit does its job, and that will be the end of the third quarter. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Bulls will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys, you got guys out of the portal, you put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Then the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. Complete to the right. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The Bulls peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on 1st down. Looking for a huge play. Makes a grab on the shot. Touchdown Bulls. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'd be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. He's looking to throw. They go to the wide receiver screen. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. He makes the fair catch at his own 8-yard line, and that might have kept him from being backed up even further. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. A long way to go for this offense. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Pushes his way for a couple and gets it to the 7-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got a little grass. And he scores! Touchdown Bulls! He's in the house for the 6th time in this game.
David, This guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Wants to throw on first down. Flips it out on the screen. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
Great awareness that time by the safety. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the film room. The D-line was upfield. It looked like that one might be a big gainer on the running back screen. But did you see how fast the safety came screaming down? He saw that thing coming from a mile away, and he's able to make a big-time stop.
He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. They want to throw it. Under fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll go to the air. Moving away from pressure. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown Bulls! Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. To the air on second down. Caught close to the marker. It's Nakua. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On the option. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll run play action. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got his man. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. What a cut. Now he's loose. Right down the boulevard. Touchdown Bulls. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Leaves it with the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to pass on second down. Under fire. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
It's complete to the left. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Bulls sideline, there is so much enthusiasm on the sideline right now. This running back has been brilliant today. Over 200 yards rushing, and he continues to run strong. The coaches told us he gets stronger as the game goes on. We'll see how much longer they keep him out there. But the big lead, he has been brilliant so far today. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bulls! That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll start this drive going to the air. Unleashes one. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll start this drive with a pass. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot going.
Takes it all the way down to the floor after making the grab, and they're set up. Touchdown, Bulls! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4.
I got to be honest, as a guy that used to play for Steve Spurrier, I never have a problem watching offenses continue throwing the ball when they've got a big lead, and that's what you've seen in this one. They're way up on the scoreboard. This coach is still letting this guy chuck the rock. That now his 5th passing touchdown, and I believe you keep throwing it until the defense proves they can stop it.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. A little screen to the running back. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. A sack ends the drive for this O, and the punting unit is now on the field. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Here on the Bulls sideline, this quarterback has been absolutely spectacular today. Over 400 yards passing late in the game with this big lead. We're curious to see how long the coaches keep him out there, but from what I can see on the sideline, he wants to continue to play. There is so much momentum and chemistry down here. This offense continues to roll, and it is a blast to watch these guys interact down here on the field. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Got his man. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up in a great position here.
Man, it's go time for this defense now. I mean, you're down by a couple scores, and they're still making big plays. You've got to find a way to get a stop, create a turnover, switch the momentum to your side quickly.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. And the Bulls moving quickly to the line. On 2nd and goal, they go right back to it. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And with that throw, man, you've got to look at this 2-game run for this team. Like, to be able to do it in back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents, guys that you know, this is going to be a resume builder, a confidence builder for this squad. Impressed with the way this offense has handled their situation. The QB has handled some difficult moments, but Palmer, back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents. That's pretty impressive.
Big for his confidence as a player. I think big for the offensive coordinator and the head coach and their confidence in him as well, because you're right. You beat 2 top 25 teams in 2 straight weeks, in large part because of the way he's played.
Just plowing ahead. Tackled at the 25, but they get out of jail with a 15-yard pickup. The Bulls use their 1st timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Got it set up on the outside. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. He's got him in the flat. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he could and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on the Bulls sideline, this offense has been a big storyline here today. We did not expect them to be so proficient against one of the top defenses in the country, but here we are. A big blowout. They have the ball and the lead. Coaches keep talking to the players about finishing strong. We'll see if they're able to keep up that momentum here today and get the upset. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Looking to fire. Right on target this time. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up under 41. The Bulls want to crank the tempo. Looking downfield on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today,
Frat.